Yo!
Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary?
What's up, guys? Today we are going to be reacting to 4 snarled horror stories, animated horror stories. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because it's actually June 13th. This is the throwback all the way to where I think that's when I started uploading reaction videos. And surprisingly, that video got 5K views. I did not expect that video to get 5,000 views. Nobody watches my channel. Nobody knows who this ain't Mike is. Also, go ahead, subscribe to the channel and like the video. Turn on post notifications. Always know when I upload. And yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the video.
Don't look at her or speak.
Damn, I barely started. Anyways, this one is called The Elevator Game. Guys, these videos are 9 years old. These videos are 9 years old. I don't know what the production quality is going to be, but y'all really love the other one. 5K views. That literally came close to my Doom the Dark Ages video. We never played Doom the Dark Ages.
We do not care.
All right, let's get into it.
Don't look at her or speak to her. She isn't human. Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary?
Ooh,
We live in the age of information. Answers to everything and anything are available to us in an instant. And yet, there are still so many things in this universe that cannot be explained. In these next few chapters, I'll be sharing the most puzzling, creepiest, unexplainable events that really happened, from unsolved crimes to common paranormal experiences.
Wait, so this is like a series? I thought these were fake.
Story is about a young woman who checked into the Cecil Hotel and never checked out. The Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles has been around since 1927, and since its doors have opened, it has had a very dark history. At one point, it housed famed serial killer Richard Ramirez, who murdered his victims in his hotel room. There have also been numerous...
Now, I actually heard about something like this. I don't know what it was. I forgot what it was actually, but it was somewhere in the 2000s. I think there was this lady that got lost at a hotel or something, or like something like that. And then her body was actually found in the water supply. I don't know if maybe you could comment which one it was. I don't remember her name or anything. All I know is somebody got bodied, put in a water supply. People turned on the water and it was weird. It was like, oh, there's something wrong with the water, and then they found her remains. It's really messed up. Let's just go ahead and get into it.
Incidents of guests jumping out windows and other unsolved deaths.
What the
just
hell?
like the one I'm about to tell you. In January of 2013, a young woman named Elisa Lamb flew to Los Angeles from Canada and checked into the Cecil Hotel. She was first placed in a hostel-style room, which she shared with another guest. But after 2 days, the front desk got a call.
Hi, I'd like to make a complaint. The woman I'm sharing a room with is acting very odd. I don't feel comfortable. Is there any way you can move her?
So
Move
Elisa
her.
was moved to a room of her own, and that was the last time anyone saw her. During her trip, she kept in frequent touch with her parents back home. But when they didn't hear from her when she was supposed to be leaving Los Angeles, they became worried and called the LAPD. Around the same time, the front desk kept getting more complaints.
The water pressure in the shower is so low. The tap water is all black.
So
Oh, I
hotel
think it's based off of this story. I think it's low-key based
went
off
up
of
on
this
the
story.
roof to inspect the water tanks. He noticed that one of them was open. He looked inside, and that's when he found Elisa floating in the tank. To this day, nobody knows how she got in there undetected. But there are a lot of theories.
Bruh.
See, Elisa had bipolar disorder and depression and was on prescription medication to help keep her in balance. She kept a blog where she wrote about her struggles with her illness and seemed to be very open about it.
Okay, I did not know that this video would be referencing the same thing I was talking about. But this literally, it was a viral case. So maybe so these stories are real.
The most logical conclusion is that Elisa was off her medication, broke from reality, and drowned herself in the water tank. Another theory is that she was playing the elevator game. The elevator game is a ritual that originated on a Korean website. When performed properly, you can supposedly be transported to another dimension.
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell. We not doing this shit. Anything that involves you transporting somewhere else or it's some ritualist. Come on, bro. We're not doing this bullshit. Doesn't ring a bell. Haven't heard it before. Nope.
In order to play, you need a building that has at least 10 levels. It's best played at night since you need to be completely alone.
Oh, yeah.
You enter the elevator
at night
and
alone?
go to different floors
That's some
in
bullshit.
a particular order. Once you reach the 5th floor, a woman will get on with you. Whatever you do, don't look at her or speak to her. She isn't human. When you reach the 10th floor, you exit the elevator and enter a new dimension. You will still be in the hotel, but only you exist. Be careful. In this dimension, your cell phone won't work, and you may feel disoriented and even faint. If you wake up,
why would you want to play
back
this?
to our world, strange things may happen. So what does the elevator game have to do with Elisa Lam? After news spread of her bizarre death, a surveillance video from one of the hotel elevators went viral. It showed Elisa.
This is her. That's the girl. This is the girl. Yep. This is the exact girl I was talking about.
Elevator, pressing random buttons, talking to seemingly nobody. Was she playing the elevator game? The Cecil Hotel has since rebranded itself to Stay on Main. They can change their signs, but they can never change what happened within its walls. So, what do you think happened to Elisa? Is there a reasonable explanation, or did something more paranormal occur?
Nah, she was definitely on them, she was off them perks.
Incredible.
All right, so this next one here is called A Video Game with a Deadly Secret. Some of y'all may have heard about the video games that actually like lead, not even video games, it could be like shows or stuff on YouTube. They be having like secret coordinates in them that like correlate like to the real world and you actually find some crazy stuff. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Pale Luna smiles wide. Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary?
Green screen look a little better?
What better way to
Yeah, it
celebrate
does.
Snarled's new gaming channel, Slaytrix, than with a story about a video game with a deadly secret?
Slaytrix? Oh my god, it's an actual channel. Wait. This says Slaytrix. I'm about to look this up. Bro, this is an actual channel. They haven't uploaded in 8 years though. Go ahead and give them that subscribe right quick. Snarl done took all her money then left. I don't blame her. I would never do that to y'all.
By Ed. In the last decade and a half, it's become infinitely easier to obtain exactly what you're looking for by way of a couple of keystrokes. The internet has made it all too simple to use a computer to change reality. An abundance of information is merely a search engine away, to the point where it's hard to imagine life is any different. Yet, a generation ago, when the words streaming and torrent were meaningless, save for conversations about water, people met face-to-face to conduct software swap parties, trading games and applications on Sharpie labeled 5¼ inch floppies. Most of the time,
Bro, I
the
wish
needs
I was
were a way
around
for
back then. That
frugal,
would've been such a
community-minded
vibe.
individuals to trade popular games amongst themselves. However, a few early programming talents designed their own computer games to share amongst their circle of acquaintances, who in turn would pass it on until it had its place in the collection of aficionados across the country. Think of it as the 80s equivalent of a viral video. Pale Luna, on the other hand, was never circulated outside of the San Francisco Bay Area. All known copies have been long disposed of. This fact is attributed to a number of rather abstruse design choices made by its programmer. Pale Luna was a text adventure in the vein of Zork and the Lurking Horror, at a time when
Those text adventure games, I played one. There was one in, what game did we play? We played one in, I forgot what it was, this puppet combo game. We were a park ranger, we had to manage this tower, and we played one of those text adventure games that honestly scared the hell out of me.
said genre was swiftly going out of fashion. Upon booting the program, the player was presented with a screen almost completely blank, except for the text. You are in a dark room. Moonlight shines through the window. There is gold in the corner, along.
All right, hold on, guys. Gotta use the bathroom. All right, I'm back. What? Yes, I washed my hands.
The corner, along with a shovel and a rope. There is a door to the east. Command, So began the game that one
Hey,
writer
take the gold.
long
Take the
after
golden lead.
fanzine decried as enigmatic, nonsensical, and completely unplayable, as the only commands that the game would
Damn.
accept were pick up gold, pick up shovel, pick up rope, open door, and go east. The player was soon
What did you
presented with the
expect?
following. Reap your reward. Pale Luna smiles at you. You are in a forest. There are paths to the north, west, and east. Command. What quickly infuriated the few who've played the game was the confusing and buggy nature of the second screen onward. Only one of the directional decisions would be the correct one. For example, a command to go in a direction other than north would lead to the system freezing, requiring the operator to hard reboot the entire computer.
Oh, okay, so the game was trash.
Any subsequent screens seem to
Horribly
merely repeat
optimized
the above
game.
text. Worse still, the standard text adventure commands appeared to be useless. The only accepted non-movement related prompts were use gold, which caused the game to display the message, not here. Use shovel, which brought up, not now. And use rope, which prompted the text, you've already used this. Most who played the game progressed a couple of screens into it before becoming fed up by having to constantly reboot and tossing the disc in disgust, writing off the experience as a shoddily programmed farce. However, one young man by the name of Michael Nevins decided to see if there
Oh,
was
you
more
know
to
he
Pale
whooping
Luna
shit in
than
Super
what met
Smash
the eye.
Bros.
5 hours and 33 screens worth of trial and error and unplugged computer cords later, he finally managed to make the game display different text. The text in this new area read, Pale Luna smiles wide. There are no paths. Pale Luna smiles wide. The ground is soft. Pale Luna smiles wide. Here. Command? It was another hour still before Michael stumbled upon the proper combination of phrases to make the game progress any further. Dig hole, drop gold, then fill hole. This caused the screen to display. Congratulations! After some deliberation, Michael
Those
came
are
to the
coordinates.
conclusion that the numbers refer to lines of latitude and longitude. The coordinates led to a point in the sprawling forest that dominated the nearby Lassen Volcanic Park. As he possessed much more free time than sense, Michael vowed to see Pale Luna through to its ending. The next day, armed with a map, a compass, and a shovel, he navigated the park's trails, noting with amusement how each turn he made corresponded roughly to those he took in-game. Though he initially regretted bringing the cumbersome digging tool on a mere hunch, the path's similarity all but confirmed his suspicions that the journey would end with him face-to-face with an eccentric's buried treasure. Out of breath, he was pleasantly surprised by
Probably
a
the
literal
gold
stumble
that you
upon a
buried.
patch of uneven dirt. Shoveling as excitedly as he was, it would be an understatement to say that he was taken aback when his heavy strokes unearthed the badly decomposing head of a blonde-haired little girl. Pick up gold. Pick up rope. Use rope. You've already used this. Use gold. Reap your reward.
Oh my
Dig hole,
God.
drop gold, then
She hung herself, bro. She hung herself.
fill. Pale Luna smiles at
What the fuck?
you. Michael promptly reported the situation to the authorities.
That's not
The
me.
girl was identified
We just have the
as
same
Karen
name.
Paulson, 11, reported as missing to the San Diego Police Department a year and a half prior. Efforts were made to track down the programmer of Pale Luna, but the nearly anonymous legal gray area in which the software swapping community operated inescapably led to many dead ends. The rest of Karen's body was never found. Like this video if it gave you the chills, and don't forget
Hell no. Nah. Is this a true story? Oh, it's on Amazon. That shit is crazy. Wow. All right, so this next one is called The Black-Eyed Children. Now, I actually heard of this urban legend before. I think it's about these kids that go around knocking on doors, and I guess they ask to like go inside, and I guess they just kill you after that.
Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary? Have you heard of the Black-Eyed
Damn,
Children?
the intro did not last
It's not
long.
an early 2000s cover band consisting of infants. It's a phenomenon that's been increasing in popularity over the past few years. The basic story is always the same. You're in your house, and then in the middle of the night, you hear a knock on your door. And if you open the door, you'll see two young children with completely black eyes. They'll ask if they can come in. And whatever you do, don't let them in.
That's exactly what I heard.
Whether they actually exist or not, this is the creepiest encounter that I found online. This woman made the mistake of letting the black-eyed children in. This is what happened. So this woman and her husband live in a rural town.
What's your highest level of education? Summer college. Dumbass.
Down in Vermont, sort of in the middle of nowhere. And one snowy night, they are awoken at 2 a.m. to a really loud banging on the door. So they open the door and they see a young boy and a young girl, and they're definitely not appropriately dressed for the snow. They're avoiding eye contact and just staring at the ground.
Oh, I'm not letting them in.
There was something really uneasy about these kids. And so they asked them, "Where are your parents?"
They'll be here soon. Can we come in?
So this woman and her husband just looked at each other, and despite all of their instincts telling them not to, they decided to let the children in. So the woman...
All right, now, some of y'all might be thinking, where's your empathy, whatever. These kids, okay, they're not dressed appropriately for the snow. Mind you, when you saw them, they weren't covered in snow. They didn't have any bruises, they had no nothing. They looked completely fine despite there being snow. They didn't look cold. Like, you gotta use your eyes. These are obviously demons, and I believe in stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm not letting those kids in.
Went into the kitchen to make everyone some hot cocoa, and her husband went into the living room and was sitting there with the kids and trying to get more information out of them. And that's when she noticed her cat was acting really weird. Usually her cat is really friendly and likes to approach any guests that come into the house. But this time, he just hid underneath the kitchen table and was staring at the children and growling very lowly. So the woman took the hot cocoa and went into the living room.
You definitely gotta leave.
She noticed that her husband had his head in his hands. "I feel really dizzy." The woman went to hand the cocoa to the children, and that's when they looked up at her for the first time. Their eyes were completely black. No whites, just black.
Maybe use the restroom?
And the kids left for the hallway. The woman turned to her husband and said, "Did you see their eyes?" Her husband lifted his head up and his nose was bleeding. And just then, the power went out. She couldn't help but think that...
And now y'all got two dickheads running around your house. I never told y'all this. I believe in demons, but I'm not scared of ghosts. Well, why are you not scared of ghosts? And I know y'all, some of y'all might remember this video.
Do you believe in ghosts? Yup, I do.
I said I believe in ghosts, not that I was scared of ghosts. But the reason why I can't be scared of ghosts is because every phenomenon or like every instance of ghosts, it's either a ghost knocking something down, running across your room, or just being obnoxious. I can't be scared of ghosts because I only see ghosts as inconvenient dickheads just running around my house. What are you even here for? You can't leave. You can't go bother somebody else. Like, the idea of something that's not physical running around my house and just being inconvenient, I can't be scared of you. I'm just annoyed by you. Let's go ahead.
The presence of these children had something to do with this. And so the woman stumbled her way over to the bathroom to see if she could get a tissue. And the two children were just standing there in the hallway.
Our parents are here.
So the kids went to the front door, left it wide open, and the woman saw these two really tall men in dark suits standing at the edge of their driveway. The woman waved at them, but they didn't react at all and went in their car, and all four of them drove away. The power came back on about half an hour later, but not everything went back to normal. A few days later, 3 of their 4 cats went missing, and one night they came home to find their cat dead in a puddle of its own blood. Her husband continued to have nosebleeds, and when he went to the doctor, he was diagnosed with a very aggressive type of skin cancer, a type that's linked to overuse of indoor tanning beds, which he's never used. She also claims that she started getting nosebleeds and feeling really dizzy randomly, and even some unspeakable things that she refused to disclose in her story. So, what do you...
Why? Why? But no, y'all are just randomly running around hurting people. Why? All right, so this next one is called Don't Open the Door. Guys, I recently played a game like this.
What is this game even about?
I'm going through the door. Okay. So y'all know what I mean when I said there's a content drop. If you don't remember, which you probably don't because nobody watches me.
Stay tuned to the end of the episode for a special announcement. Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary?
I just got a different cover to it. The peephole.
If I were you, I'd lock my doors before listening to our final chapter. This is the story of Donna, a young girl who was left home alone one night for a little too long. There once was a 15-year-old named Donna. Her mother died when she was very young, and it was just her and her dad ever since, living in a peaceful suburb. They had grown incredibly close over the years. They would always know what the other was thinking, and even feel when the other was near. Some joked that they were psychically connected. One morning, Donna and her father were having breakfast. "I've got a meeting later today," he said. "I'll be home late, so don't wait up for me." He left some cash for her to order dinner, kissed her on the head, and headed out the door. Later that day, Donna came back home from school. Usually her dad would be home from work at this time, so it was weird coming home to such a still and quiet house. So she sat at the kitchen table and started to do some homework. Suddenly, she felt a sharp pain in her neck. It went away as quickly as it came, so she decided to ignore it. Ow!
Oh my God.
Her neck stung again. The pain was getting more and more intense.
Now, y'all know those sharp pains. I never knew there was a sound to describe it, but to be honest, I would describe it like that. Like, that's actually
She ran
crazy.
to the freezer to grab an ice pack and placed it on her neck. The pain began to fade away. I wonder what that was all about, she thought to herself. It was now 8 o'clock and still no word from her dad. She figured she could wait up a little longer for him and decided to order some pizza. "Hi, I'd like to make an order." "Yeah, sure, I can hold." The subject is still on the loose. The police are recommending everybody lock their doors and windows and not answer
Yeah,
the
you
door
already
for
know what's
anybody,
gonna happen.
especially at night.
You the unlucky
"Hi, can
one.
I get a large pepperoni pizza?" It was getting pretty late and she began to doze off on the couch and dream. She was a little girl again, in the house she used to live in when her mom was still alive. Donna was sitting at the kitchen table and she looked over at the stove where a woman with her back turned was making breakfast. "Mom?" The woman turned around. It was her mother. She walked over to the table and placed a plate of eggs in front of Donna. She whispered in her ear, "Don't open the door." What? Suddenly, she found herself standing on the side of a busy highway, cars flying past her.
What the fuck?
She could hear someone calling her name in the distance. "Donna! Donna! Donna!" Across the highway, she began to make out a figure. It was her dad. "Donna, don't open the door." "Dad, I can't hear you. Where are you?" "Don't open the door." Donna sat up on the couch. What a weird dream. Felt so real. The doorbell rang again. "Oh, my food's here." She stood up and started walking towards the door, but stopped when she passed a window. It was a lot darker outside than she remembered. How long was I asleep for? She looked at her phone. It was 1 a.m.
Yeah, don't open the door.
She called up the stairs. "Dad, are you home?" The doorbell began to ring more persistently. "Dad, is that you?" She went to the door and looked through the peephole. It was her dad. Finally. She went to slide the lock open, but quickly locked the door again. Something wasn't right. She didn't have that feeling when she knew her dad was nearby. Then she remembered her father's voice from her dream. "Don't open the door." She looked through the peephole again. "Dad, are you okay? Did you forget your keys? Is someone there with you? Dad, why are you acting really weird?" The doorbell kept ringing. "I need you to answer me."
Oh, I'm
not opening this door until you answer me." The ringing went on and on and on. She didn't know what to do. Eventually, she collapsed on the floor in tears and ended up falling asleep next to the front door to the seemingly never-ending bell. Donna woke up the next morning on the doormat. The doorbell had stopped ringing. Dad, are you home? No reply. She looked inside the peephole. Her dad was still there, staring at her just as he had the night before. She carefully opened the door and froze.
No.
Her father's head stared back at her. On the ground was a note. I know you're all alone now. Thanks for watching. Do you have any ideas for future volumes? I'd love to hear them in the comments.
Yo, who the bro? If these are based off of true stories, I encourage you all to bear arms. We could do one more, or you know what? This was a crazy video already. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. All right, guys, that was the end of the video. You like videos like this, you like Snarled, or you like videos of me reacting to Snarled specifically, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, share it with your friends, turn on post notifications to always know when I upload, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Also, it's summer, and we're gonna be uploading more. He's a fucking liar!